guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. And as always guys, if you are enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. Now let's take a little look at what's been going on in Rome over the past couple of weeks. Antonio's throwing it ends 0-0, poor result for us. To Zerka, space for him, Marim, oh good god! What was that? Matteo Bartolini with the goal for Atalanta, 1-0 to them, and well, they deserve it. There we have it, 1-0 Atalanta, what a way to lose. Di Placido, will he have a shot himself? He does have, oh, what about that? He's back and with a vengeance. Roma 1, Genoa 0, Marcelo Di Placido, who else? That one was right where the scissors live. Di Placido now. Back to Capra, he's got in the box here, he might have a crack at it. Oh, what a strike that is from Simone Capra. Roma 2, Genoa 0, Simone Capra with his 9th of the season. Not fully fit. Erving Drupal though, to Elvis. Back out to Erving Drupal, he's going to have a crack, he does, and it's 3-0. Roma 3, Genoa 3, where was this in the last two games? There we have it, Roma 3, Genoa 0, great win. Right guys, we're back, I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, it's not really something different now as it's been in the last few videos. Less games in it, of course, this one, and a few less goals. We've been really miserly in this month, and having no Di Placido for those first two games really did make a huge difference, and you could see then from that just how important he is to this team. It really does make a huge difference. So, let's do ourselves a question of the day, and today's question of the day is a nice simple one. Who is your favourite band / artist? So, those of you who watch my stream, we've talked about this a bit on the stream and stuff, but basically, I think my favourite band at the moment is a band called Our Last Night. But it's also up there with a band called This or the Apocalypse. These are all probably going over most of your heads, but yeah, so if you do like those bands, then do let me know in the comments. That'd be fantastic to see if there's other people that actually like these bands. But who's your favourite band? Put it in the comments, and yeah, if you've got any ideas for a question of the day, drop those in the comments too, with the hashtag QOTD. Right, so, let's just take a little look at the league, and how do we get to it? Of course, right, we go like this. So basically, we're 3 points off the top now as a result of the draw against Latina was bad, but the defeat against Atalanta was really bad, and it was the way in which it happened that was really frustrating. The mistake, I think it was Jefferson Marim, and it sucks because Atalanta aren't even that good. They were good on the night, but I felt like we were going to steal a draw, or maybe could even nick it, but it just wasn't to be. But you saw the difference when we brought Di Placido back in, despite not even being fully fit against Genoa, and he scored, I think he only scored one, but he assisted on another. Had to go off towards the end because he was down to like 53% fitness. He's going to play again today, I hope, but you know, we just need a little bit more from him, basically. So, let's take a quick gander at the squad. So there's not a lot of happened this month, but there you go. Di Placido has, look at that, 12 goals for Andrea Zivkovic. He's really such a good player. I don't want to lose him, but there you go. Capra in there as well. Catarini is going to be out. I think it might be for quite some time as well, if I remember correctly. 3 months, torn calf muscle. We're not having the luck with injuries in this season, and I think that could, that could hamstring us. It really will, and I'm worried about our chances. Di Placido, top goal scorer and top assister, he's that important now, and I just worry about our chances this season because of all the injuries we're getting, and yeah, it's a worrying thing, with Geronimo Garcia out as well. But don't worry, that's fine, because Erving Drupal can play. So, I'm not really sure what else. Should we see if we've got anyone out on loan that's worth talking about quickly? Anyone else? We've had some, obviously, offers for players. Look, players out on loan, so we've got anyone doing well? Galbiati's okay at Vicenza. In fact, he scored a decent amount of goals. Look at that. That's impressive, actually. I'm quite impressed with that. No one else of note, apart from Carlos Alexandre, has just literally gone out on loan to RKC. So, you know, nothing too much to talk about there. But let's just get straight into the Juventus game. That's what we're all here for, isn't it? And obviously in tomorrow's episode, we've got a double live com, Man United, both legs of that tie. So we'll start off with a game, then we'll have highlights of the other games in between, and then we'll finish off with a game as well. So big stuff in that one. That's going to be massive for us. Oh Christ, they've still got, I look at that team and I always worry when I see it. So who we got? We got Di Placido, Elvis, Capra, Erving Drupal, Falcao, Zivkovic, Lamantia, Arapi, Marim, Antonio, and Boisson. Now I actually have sold Christian Peluso because we got an £8 million bid from Valencia, and he's not really going to get much better, and he's worth about 2, and he's more of a defensive midfielder, so I felt like it was probably a reasonable one we could probably avoid, well not avoid, but get some money for now, because it's just going to give the club some cash, and yeah, hopefully it will give us a bit more of a transfer budget in the summer. So Di Placido, as you can see, is getting there, but he's still, look at that, decent average rating of 7.59, that's unfaultable really, isn't it? But what can you say? Arapi is going to step in nicely in there, and of course when Kaleshnikov is finally fit again, we will have another player that is willing to play, and that's another problem with those sort of injuries to the likes of Catarini, Kaleshnikov. Then those are the sort of players that we cannot afford to lose, and more so than that is of course Di Placido. Let me just turn the highlights back on for you, of course, and we'll jump straight into the game. Why not? Yeah, I would rather have him, frankly. Him and Irving Drupal are kind of interchangeable, though. I almost always substitute one or the other during the game, because usually they're either not having the best game, or I can just do with fresh legs on the wings, basically. So, let's get into this then. I'm worried about this one, but then again, we have won away at Juventus this year, but I just think that the team we've got out now probably isn't capable of beating them at home, let alone away from home. But that's a big start for us. Adrian Rodriguez going off for Juve after just 10 minutes. He's their first choice striker now. Di Placido is in the box, goes round two. Oh, what a chance that was for him. That's the sort of chance he normally smashes away, frankly, and he did against Genoa, but we need more of that from him today. If we win today, it suddenly makes all the other bad shit this month that's happened completely okay. Antonio with a little bit of space now to pick a ball out, maybe. Di Placido's flick on, and Dia with the save there. But yeah, we need to get the win here so we can level things up in the league and go back top based on goal difference. And in fact, if we win here, I think it's on head-to-head, actually, but it wouldn't matter because, of course, we'd be ahead on the head-to-heads as well. So actually, I think it's goal difference until such time as you've played both head-to-head games. Di Placido, bit of space again. Is he going to cut through a few here? Goes round his man. A good strike again from Di Placido. He is causing all kinds of problems for Juve so far. What a first 30 minutes of this game. This is the perfect start, but we just need a goal to go with it. Capra, Elvis, maybe. Di Placido through again. Penalty. Yes! And that could be a red card too. In fact, it should be. Bocau must go. He's got to go. He's the last man. Or not the last man, but he's denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity, and he's gone. Bocau is gone. Nothing of this last man shit. That isn't in the rules. It's denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity. It looks like Albin Arapi will step up to take this, I think. You'd think he's number 46, or is he? No, I'm pretty certain he is. I hope he is, because he's a decent penalty taker, actually. I've started to enjoy his work as a penalty taker. Unfortunately, because it's a red card, he is now going to take 8,000... Oh, it's Zivkovic. Okay, it switched, and it's a great goal from Zivkovic. Roma 1, Juve 0, and that is a massive goal for us. And now that we've got a goal lead, we're playing well anyway, and now Juve are down to 10 men. We have no excuses for not winning this game now. Possession is all ours, pass completion is all ours, all the shots, pretty much, are all ours. We have to win this. This is the perfect thing. To do the double over Juve, we've really pulled things back, given the poor results against Latina and Atalanta, but 2 home games against Juve and Genoa, suddenly we're right back on track. Now they've actually gone 2 up top. That's brave. Zivkovic, Capra whips it in, and it's cleared away, but Di Placido, we won't win that, but Elvis should. And if he can maybe nick a cross in here. Oh no, that's it, fine. Just pass it to them. That's cool, don't worry about it. That's cool. Never mind. And alright, get across there. Lamantia is number 42, not number 46. I was going to say, Albin Arapi's actually got a proper number. Elvis to Capra. Juve are obviously going to try and close us down a lot. Wow, that's a good ball, actually, but he should win that. Marim does well to Zivkovic. Don't need any big mistakes from Marim today. We've had enough of those for a little while. Irving Drupal, maybe if he takes his man on. No, cuts inside. Could look back out wide. He's going to shoot. He is going to shoot, and it's over the bar from Irving Drupal. It's a shame, really, that he actually... I would thought he would have dropped it off outside, but Juve clearly are vulnerable if you play through the middle like that. So I'm not really sure what I can add to this first half, really. We're playing superbly well, doing everything right. We just need that goal. So, since they've got 10 men, I'm thinking, and I've tried this a few times with Paris as well, is I won't turn it up to higher tempo because, you know, we're not really trained for that, but I'll turn it off of lower tempo and just play a bit faster paced football to try and drag them out of position a bit more, because if you play too lower paced against these 10 men, they're just going to sit there and try and absorb the pressure and break on us. So I think if we switch to a slightly higher tempo, not too much, but just take away the sort of decisions, give them a bit more free reign over the tempo of the game. I don't think I really need to tell them to concentrate. Whoa, Elvis is in trubs. Halseta is going to come in, and I think if we got De Laurentiis, those two are looking knackered. Like, we don't need the first team. Well, I mean, I'd hate if we conceded an equaliser, because we've looked okay. Right, here we go, Lamantia. A second goal now would be perfect. Di Placido, ball at the edge of the box. De Laurentiis, of all people, it's come back, and it's been another penalty. I don't really quite see where the penalty was there, but it looks like we're about to get ourselves 2 penalties in one game. Can we actually score 2 penalties in one game is the question. It's Halseta to step up and take it for Roma, and he does. Roma 2, Juve 0. It's taken 2 penalties to get us the win, it looks like, but I feel like we probably deserve it based on the way this game's gone. We've been the better team, and penalties from Zivkovic, and then the replacement, well, not replacement for him, but you know what I mean, Halseta on for Roma. Roma 2, Juventus 0. Good stuff. Oh, hello. Is there a third goal? Bit of insult to injury time. And Di Placido with the header, and it's saved by Dia. He's done well today. Like, he hasn't scored or assisted on either of the goals, I don't think, but the point is he's still been there doing his job, and he's a nuisance, you know. Even when he's not scoring, he's perfect nuisance value. He can run at people, he can create and open space up. He's just a good player in general. There's no denying that. Erving Drupal out wide now. Is there a chance to go all the way across? And Di Placido now, speak of the devil, makes himself on the score sheet with his 17th of the year. Roma 3, Juventus 0, and we've made them look like a pub team in the end. Although, admittedly, playing most of the game with 10 men has kind of done that on their behalf. Burkow probably should have just let us score early on rather than getting himself sent off. But what can you do? And it's back-to-back 3-0s it's looking like. So that would be pretty decent, actually, I have to say. Considering the way this month started off, to suddenly win it with back-to-back 3-0 wins against two of the bigger teams in the league is huge. Roma 3, Juventus 0, lovely old job. Man of the match is Di Placido. Shocker, not really. Managed to grab the win today, good stuff. Let's get that over and done with. And there we go, we're back on the top of the league. Still pretty tight below us though, so we've got to make sure that we keep our wits about us, because we have started dropping points, but we've got big games in the next month, and yeah, a lot of things on the line in that. So, in the next episode, guys, of course, we're having Man United as the first game, and then we're going to have Inter, Catania and Napoli as highlights, and then Man United away, again, the double header to see if we can get through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, please do give it a big old thumbs up or like it, which is the same thing, so why am I saying that? And if we can get it to 150, that would be superb. If you'd like to even more than that, please do subscribe to the channel for more of this every single day in your inbox at 7 o'clock. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, not tomorrow, well, in this series it'll be 2 days from now, for a double header against Man United, which is going to be massive for our season. Hopefully Di Placido will stay fit. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Huzzah!